Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to another Tutorial Thursday. My name is Swiss, and for this week we're going to be reeling back a little bit and going over how Snake works, his moveset, and an incomplete analysis of his moveset as well. So if you guys like the content, like and subscribe. Check out the description down below, Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, etc. if you want to support me. Other than that, let's go ahead, let's dive right in, and let's get it. Alright everybody, so in this video again we're going to be diving deep into Snake's full moveset, okay? So this video we're going to be going over just the grounded options and how to use them, how they work, and what's good, what's not good, etc, etc. And we'll go over that together, and then on another video we'll go over like all of his projectiles and special moves. So in this case, the first option is going to be his jab, or the first move that is going to be his jab. Now let's go ahead and take a look at jab real quick. Now if you guys are new to picking up Snake, this is frame data. You can go to ultimateframedata.com/snake or just ultimateframedata.com to look at frame data of Snake and all characters in the game as well. So you can see that jab is frame 3. So that is Snake's. This is actually Snake's fastest option on the ground. Comes out frame 3. It's -8 on shield, and jab 2 -16 on shield. Jab 3 -32. So of course it gets worse and worse, or like laggier and laggier as far as you go on into the jab. Now, when it comes to jab, there's a decent amount of ways to use it. It's a quick option if you're fighting super up close with somebody to where jab can actually connect. It's good to just like have the jab, or to use the jab. That way you have a quick like get off me tool in a sense. And it's also good to just mix people up. So if they're like holding shield, you could do like 1-2 dash back dash attack. That's something like Dio does a lot. If you guys watch Dio, you can watch him and you can see that he does that a lot. So it's very reactional. So if you notice that the opponent is shielding and like you jab 1-2, you could dash back, go for like dash attack, or dash one, or like go for like down air or something. You know, whatever you think is going to be necessary. But it's a good like mix-up tool. Instead of like going for the full jab, you could just like go for like a form of mix-up after like not completing the jab. You can also delay it just to, in hopes of the opponent dropping shield. You could do that too. Or jab grab. Jab 1 is like the most used jab out of all of them, because a lot of Snake players tend to like use jab and then go for grab, or use jab and then Ftilt. And it's just really good at keeping people in check, seeing if they're just going to sit and shield forever or not, and then you can kind of like go off of that. Or again, you can try to commit to the full jab just to see if the opponent drops a shield midway. And yeah, you can just delay it. It has a pretty good window. You could delay it as well. And that's pretty much it. As far as like holding the jab button goes, that's good. It's good to keep your opponents in check too. You can call out spot dodges. So if you notice your opponent has a spot dodge habit, you can like hold jab and then it'll catch the spot dodge. It also covers neutral get up. Not all the time, but sometimes it covers it, sometimes it doesn't, because there's even though the jab is really fast here, there's like a little bit of space in between, so the opponent can still like get up off of the ledge and then like hold shield or something, or just like throw out a very quick option just to beat Snake for doing that. So there's that. And again, jab Ftilt is a true combo at higher percents, at 95% plus. It's a true combo, and if you want to practice it, which I highly recommend practicing it, it's really, really good to just have in your arsenal of just going for jab 1 into Ftilt. Now the timing is going to be a little hard because it's pretty tight on the window, but like the more you do it, the easier it'll be. And then you can do stuff like Nair 1 into jab Ftilt. And obviously you can see that I'm not doing it right now. And that just shows like how strong the timing is, or how small the window is in a sense. And that's how you know you got it correctly, when there's a 4-hit combo here, or like if you do it off of the ground, it'll show as a 3-hit combo. But yeah, if you keep practicing it, you'll get it eventually. For me, like I have to practice it for like an hour just to get used to the timing, or 30 minutes or so as well. But yeah, that's jab. Quick move, quick option, good at a parrying as well, so you can parry it. And it can also clank with certain projectiles. Now, clanking isn't really always the best option, but if you don't really have time and you need to like get a projectile out of your face, you can feel free to hold jab just to beat it. Very good against DDD Gordos too, because it'll launch him back to DDD. So there's that as well. Now, next move we're going to be going into is his Ftilt. And with Ftilt, it's frame 4. And then Ftilt 2 is frame 8. Mine is 22, so keep that in mind. Very, very laggy on shield. So your opponent can easily punish you for committing to this move. So it's a very committal option. And it has more range than the jab. So it's good at poking, in a sense. So, and it's a 2-hit. And it does a good amount of damage. It does 15%, but if you do it... If you, like, tipper the Ftilt, it does, like, more damage. So you can see right there, it did 18%. So with that, like, you kind of have to, like, delay it. You have to, like, not only tip it, but you have to, like, kind of delay it, so that way you get that max damage out of it. So, but for the most part, it's going to do 15%. With the Ftilt, it's his second fastest option on the ground, being frame 4. So it's a very quick option just to throw out. So if you want something like to just quickly get out on the ground, so not only do you have jab as frame 3, but if you want something quicker that has more range, you go for Ftilt. Now again, this move is very committal because of the fact that if they shield it, you're going to get punished really hard for it. There are some cases where certain moves can actually punish Snake in between Ftilt 1 and 2. So if they shield Ftilt 1, they could still... There's some moves in the game that could still punish Snake before Ftilt 2 even comes out. And that's stuff like Pikachu back air, or like Zero Suit up B out of shield. Well, probably not anymore. It's generally like frame 4 moves that could just like hit Snake before Ftilt 2 comes out. Well, actually, no, I think it'll still... I think Zero Suit up B will still do it. I'm not sure. It got nerfed, so I haven't really tested it, but I know for sure Pikachu back air will hit Snake in between both Ftilt 1 and 2 before Ftilt 2 even comes out. So yeah, it's a good tool as far as like getting damage on the ground, and as well as just like poking. You can also mix it up. You could do Ftilt 1 and then go for like grab, or like Ftilt 1 and then delay it for the second hit, or you can like Ftilt 1 and then Ftilt 1 again and then go for the whole combo. So those are kind of like your main options. Now keep in mind that this move also sucks. And a lot of Snake players do complain about the move, and that's primarily because the move does not combo when the opponent's in the air. So notice on the ground it says 2. The combo counter says 2. Now, notice how right there it just says 1. This is because Ftilt does not combo if the opponent is in the air. So if there's anybody watching this video and they're watching this primarily just to know how to counter Snake, just know that if you get hit with Ftilt and you're in the air, you can air dodge out of it, just because it doesn't combo in the air. And that's another thing too on slants. Slants can hurt Ftilt for Snake because the Ftilt 2 can like pop the opponent up in a sense, and that could pop them up in the air, and then they can air dodge to get out of Ftilt 2. And slants makes that easier. So the slant can launch them up a bit, and then they can like directional air dodge or something and then punish you, or just get out of taking damage and knockback in general. So keep that in mind for Ftilt. Now, also, there's some opponents that could be comboed off a down throw with Ftilt. So basically, at 125 or 142, certain opponents can get down thrown into Ftilt. And I should have mentioned this earlier with jab. You could as well do it with jab. Down throw into jab works at 106 on some characters as well. Generally big body characters. And then for like 125 or 142, it works on certain characters that have like big heads, or in this case, it does work on like Ryu, Ike, Cloud, Young Link, and stuff like that. There's a chart on it. It'll be in the description down below if you want to check that out. And yeah, it's very useful to have. Highly recommend having it if you plan on picking up Snake, or if you already pick up Snake but do not have the chart. Please get the chart because it is the most helpful thing to have for Snake. So highly recommend that. That's basically it about Ftilt. Now, next move we're going to be going over is, of course, the big one. That's going to be Snake's UpTilt. Snake's UpTilt is frame 6. Again, another very quick option for Snake. Minus 18 on shield. And yeah, pretty big hitbox, right? Pretty decently sized hitbox. Sometimes it hits from behind. And also as well, yeah, it's just good at like anti-airing. It's good. It has like a decent amount of range too. It's quick. It could be hard to punish out of shield when it's spaced. When it's spaced, like you kind of just have to respect it. But up close, you can like, if Snake is super close to you and he does UpTilt, you can punish it. But if he's like really spaced and you shield it, a very common option people are used to is shield grabbing in Ultimate. So if they shield it, you could just UpTilt again and then hit them, because they might like shield grab after the first one and then they'll whiff, because UpTilt pushes the opponent back and shield a little bit. So then you could just do it again and then you can just punish it. That's why some Snakes are comfortable just like throwing out UpTilt twice or maybe even 3 times just to get that kill, because some people don't know that, or they like respect it too much, or they think they're safe or something like that, and then the Snake player just throws it out again. So yeah, this is your main kill move. UpTilt's your main kill move. Kills at a fairly good percent. Like for light characters, it can kill at like 90%, 95. Medium weight characters and middle weight characters, they'll die at like 100 to like 110. Light heavy characters, they'll die at like 115, 120. And then for like the super heavyweights, they'll die at like 135 or something like that. The main thing with this move that people tend to not do is DI it correctly. To DI this move, you have to hold in, because if you hold out, you die earlier. And that's what a lot of people do. You have to hold in versus UpTilt, not out. If you hold out, then you're just going to die. So you need to hold in. But yeah, so this is going to be your main kill move, and it's good at also covering landings. So it's good at like anti-airing people. And yeah, very strong. Very strong tool, honestly. Just one of those moves that like people have to respect. You can also use it as a conditioning tool. Like if you know that the opponent knows Snake, which a lot of people do, they know what Snake wants at kill when they're at kill percent. They know Snake wants the UpTilt. So generally people will start shielding more, so that could lead you into like conditioning them to shield just by throwing out a couple UpTilts and just letting them know, hey, this move exists. Remember this move? I can kill you with this move. So they start shielding more, and that just leads to more grabs or stickies and stuff like that too. So keep that in mind. That's generally it for UpTilt, honestly. There's not really much else to say. Now, it does hit from behind, but the common misconception that people have is just that the reason why it hits from behind is because certain moves that your opponent may try to do might reach inside a Snake where the UpTilt hitbox resides. So that can cause clanks. It could cause trades, or it could cause Snake just winning the interaction in general. Whether, let's say, like in this case, sometimes it can clank with grabs. Like if someone like dash grabs and their arm extends out really far, Snake up tilt can end up hitting them from behind. Or like let's say they go for like an aerial, Snake up and like a back air, like they jump behind you, they go for back air. Sometimes up tilt could just call that out. And it also can get like really big characters too, like Mewtwo. Let's just say Mewtwo, like the tail hitbox, it can call out the tail hitbox too if they're just like trying to land behind Snake and then he goes for the up tilt and then it catches the tail. Stuff like that can happen as well. But up tilt is just a good tool in that nature, and also on platforms it's good at calling people out that run off of platforms. So let's just say this was Battlefield and like the platform is like right here or whatever. People like to run off a platform and land in the center. So you can kind of just like wait, watch them run off the platform and then up tilt them for doing it. And of course it's a good sharking tool as well. If they're on platforms, you could use up tilt to shark them or to hit them from under. If they have a smaller shield, it could shield poke from under as well. So yeah, up tilt is a very strong tool in that nature. There's a lot of things you could say about up tilt. And of course the last thing is down throw up tilt at 160. Very, very well-known kill option because of Gimmer. So thanks to Gimmer and shouts to Gimmer. Down throw into up tilt. So works at 160 plus. Now the next option that we're going to go over, or the next move, is going to be Snake's down tilt. Looking here at Snake's down tilt, also a frame 6 option. One thing I need to show you guys about Snake down tilt is the range. You can see that Snake's foot is right here, but the hitbox actually continues. So it's a really, really big hitbox. And it's very important to know that because this is one of Snake's best tilts. And generally Snake mains will say Snake's best tilt is either up tilt or down tilt. The reason because down tilt is just so big. It's such a huge hitbox. Does 14% and it could just outrange a lot of people. A lot of attacks, and he's in crouch as well. So think of it like Pikachu pancaking, except he's like actively in that state of like pancaking, let's say. He's just so low, and then he could just continue down tilting. Now, also one thing to mention, if you guys didn't know this, with down tilt, the crouch is active on the first frame. So crouch is active on frame 1 when he does the down tilt. So keep that in mind too. If you want to be able to like quickly crouch, you just go for down. You can just go for down tilt just to like quickly crouch, in a sense. Now, one thing to let you guys know is that when Snake does down tilt, you see how his body moves up and his arm moves up, as well as his shoulder and his head. This can allow Snake to actually get hit by some things. This is basically called hurtbox shifting. So he's shifting his hurtbox. So some moves that he's actually able to crouch under, he's not going to be able to if you do down tilt. As an example, like clearly he can crouch under Hadouken, but if he does like a down tilt, he could potentially get hit. So keep that in mind. So down tilt is going to be your main poking tool. Very good at calling out people that run in at you. So if you're like camping or something and then you throw down tilt out and they just run past a grenade and try to like run up and grab you or use dash attack or something, down tilt can just outrange that, and it could hit them before their dash attack even comes out or before they even like input anything as well. So down tilt, very strong option. Good to just space. It's good for whiff punishing as well. So like dash back down tilt. And just turning it around as well is good as well. There's good too, so keep that in mind. Very strong option. It can also it can also two frame, though the timing is pretty hard because one, you already have a 2-frame window with 2 frames, but Snake down tilt is only active for 1 frame as far as the hitbox goes. Well, actually, I think it's actually 2 frames. Sorry, but yeah. So very tight timing as far as down tilt. So, but it is possible. It can also hit ledge hangs as well. So if someone is holding ledge for too long, you could just down tilt them, and that'll launch them up, of course. Last thing with down tilt is it does combo into dash attack. And if you get the timing right, the combo counter will say 2. Or, even though it does say 1, it comes out fast enough to where opponents can't actually air dodge or jump. So they just end up getting hit by it. Something to keep in mind as well. Outside of that, that's really it. You're just going to be using down tilt just to outspace people. Good at covering landings as well. And then just like whiff punishing is your best friend with down tilt, down tilt 2, and again just outranging. So next up after that is going to be dash attack. Very good move, one of the best dash attacks in the game, if not the best dash attack in the game. Frame 5, so super quick dash attack, and he is intangible on the arms. So what that means is he is not invincible. So I keep turning off my webcam. He's not invincible, but more of the lines of if certain moves clink with it, like he'll just go into clink. He doesn't get hit if it collides with another move, such as that. If he was invincible, he would just go through the projectile, you know what I mean? So that's the difference between intangible and invincible. He doesn't go through the move, he simply just clanks with it and he doesn't take any damage. So dash attack is literally one of your best friends. It covers a long amount of range. It's good at getting stage control because of how much it covers. And if you hit someone, you can knock them off stage, or you can just cover a vast amount of the stage with it too. So very good. Only thing is, it is pretty unsafe on shield. If we go back to it real quick, it is -26. So keep that in mind, that it is -26, okay? Because if they shield, or if you whiff it and it doesn't cross up, they could literally just punish the living crap out of you, honestly. Now, if you do dash attack close enough, it does cross up, so you'll end up over here, let's say. Like if they were shielding, obviously I can't get the CPU to shield, but if they shield it and you do it close enough, you'll end up like over here, and that just makes it very hard for people to punish it, because they don't really have, a lot of characters don't have fast enough options to just punish you out of it. Now some people do, right? Like Diddy Kong can maybe like throw a banana out of shield, or in the Ditto, let's say, Snake can just dash attack Snake if he crosses it up. So there's that as well. But yeah, there are like a good amount of people that can punish it out of shield even if you do get the cross up. But a lot of the cast just has a hard time really punishing it in general. And that's kind of like what you want to shoot for. Like you kind of want to shoot for that. If you notice them shielding, you want to shoot for that cross up. You don't want to end up right in front of them, because then you're going to get punished. So keep that in mind. Dash attack is very good at covering landings, and it's a very quick burst option in general, so people can have a hard time just reacting to it in some cases, especially when it comes to like online. A lot of people just have a hard time just reacting to it just because how fast it is. It's like one of those moves you have to like expect in a sense, which is pretty easy with Snake because a lot of Snake players throw out dash attack just because of how good it is. But it is good at just covering landings in general. So definitely want to keep that in mind. And if you do whiff dash attack, or if you get the cross up, if you hold down, he stays in crouch. So again, crouch is very good for Snake, and he's able to get under a lot of attacks. So you can stay in crouch and then go for down tilt, or you can like mash jab, just in case if you want something that's faster than down tilt, you can just hold jab and then go from there. But yeah, dash attack, very good option. Combos, alpha back throw, as long as they don't DI away, that will combo. So back throw into dash attack. And that's for the most part it with dash attack. Also, just to reel back on UpTill, I forgot to mention up throw, up tilt, true combo too. As long as you re-DI, because they could DI in or out, you just have to call it out or react to it fast enough just to get it. Now, after dash attack, we have Snake's forward smash. So Snake's forward smash is frame 41. Very, 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 very slow forward smash, right? And it's minus 18 on shield. One thing to keep in mind when it comes to F smash, I don't know why I keep doing that. One thing that comes to mind with F smash is that it is pretty much safe on shield if you space it. So if the opponent shields and you space it like here, they can't punish it because there's so much shield stun, which basically means the opponent is stuck in shield longer because of how strong the move is. But also, it pushes them back. So opponents are going to have a real hard time just punishing it just because of like how much range it has, as you see right there. And if they shield it up close, they can punish you for it. But, you know, as long as you keep it ranged, you'll be fine. The main thing about F Smash is like you kind of just want to use it for hard reads. So like, let's say you up tilt them and they do a neutral air dodge, you could use F Smash to call that out, just as an example. Or if you think they're gonna like roll from ledge, so like let's say they're on ledge, you set up a good like ledge trap, and then you go back here and do F Smash, that can call that out as well. But again, you generally want to use it for very hard reads. It can 2-frame very effectively as well. But, you know, it can be hard, but again, it is committal, because if you mess it up, they can, like, quickly get up attack you, or just, like, just get out of the way in general, too. So, yeah, but you want to, if you were going to use F Smash in that situation, you kind of want to, like, back up and do it, like, here, in a sense. So that way, you don't want to do it, like, right here, because you can see that it doesn't hit under Snake. You kind of want to force the explosion to hit under the stage, or like right on the ledge. You kind of want to like aim for the ledge in a sense with the rocket or with the RPG. But yeah, that's basically it about F Smash. That's really all you're going to use it for. Also, people tend to go for down throw and then turn around F Smash. And this only works if the opponent delays the F Smash. I mean, sorry, if they delay their get up by just like a second, or if it's at like later percents and then they roll behind you, because the higher the percent, the more laggier the get up options are. Is how down throw works. So there's that as well. But yeah, F Smash is so slow that if they instantly back roll or like roll behind you, they can shield it. So just keep that in mind too. Next option, or next move, is going to be Snake's up smash. Frame 11 to frame 35. Frame 35 is like when the mortar comes out. And then it's minus 39 with the first hit. And then +1 with the mortar hit. So I know we said we're gonna go over like projectiles in a different video, as well as aerials, by the way. But you know, just to go over, like, this is just a grounded option for, like, you know, the smash attacks. So we'll just go over the smash attacks too. The smash attacks for like up smash, you're generally gonna use them when they're on ledge. And I'm sure a lot of people know this or have seen this. You know, it's a really good move at just like stopping people from jumping. It can call out get up attacks if they get up attack too late. There's that as well. And or if they neutral get up, the mortar could hit them as well. Just know that it does combo here. If the opponent DIs in, they can actually escape the mortar hit. So keep that in mind. And it also combos at low percent. You can see right there on the combo counter, it says 3. But this combo only works at like extremely low percents. Like for Ryu, it's only going to work at like 0. So keep that in mind. And they have the DI in. Whereas like the super heavies, like Bowser, Donkey Kong, and all that stuff, it'll work up until like 10%. You can also get like double jump up air and double jump nair out of it as well. So there's that too. And that's basically it for up smash. It's just like to call out jumps off of the ledge and just to call out like some grounded options too. Or just to set up a wall, just stop your opponent from coming in. But just keep in mind that there's a lot of lag between him slamming down the whatever it's called, the first part of up smash, just him slamming that down. He can get openly punished for it. Dash attack is a good counter versus this move too, because if they dash attack and they have like a really like long, like far dash attack, they could just hit you and then fly by the mortar, so they don't even have to worry about shielding it or anything like that too. But it can cause trades in some instances. So another way to use up smash there too if you'd like. But generally you're going to use it when your opponent's on the ledge or you just want to keep them in the corner. And then the next move we have is the final one, which is going to be down smash. Down smash is frame 8 for the first hit and frame 20 for the second hit. It's minus 28, minus 14 on the second hit. So this move, as far as it's concerned, this move is very good because it sends at such a wonky angle that like some opponents just aren't going to be able to come back. If they have like a really bad recovery, especially like the second hit sends them really far and they could have a hard time just getting back because of that. So keep that in mind that down smash, generally people are going to use down smash like off of the ledge or like as a ledge trap because one, it covers in front and behind. It can also 2-frame. If you time it right, it can 2-frame. So keep that in mind too. But you have to tip the boot. The tip of his toes has to be on the ledge. You can't do it from like right here. If you want to 2-frame, that is. You want to like make sure the tip of the boot is going to be, or the tip of his toes is going to be on the ledge, because that's how you are going to 2-frame with down smash. It's good at tech chasing as well. It also sends people in a weird tech chase situation too, where like you can like down smash and then you can like try to like call out a neutral get up, roll in, roll out, etc. So that helps too. But yeah, it's just good at covering in front and behind. And like for tech chases in general too, like you can cover in front and behind. As long as they don't have like a really far roll, you'll be able to do that too. And good for catching rolls in general, if they're doing like grounded rolls and stuff like that. And that's the primary use of down smash. And again, very good against people that don't have great recoveries, because just again, the angle it sends at is such a weird angle that you know, some characters aren't going to be able to make it back, you know. So that's pretty much it. As far as going over here and then just looking at the moves, your best moves are generally going to be down tilt, just because of the range it has and how people can't really punish it on shield if you space it like at all, unless it's something like Chrom or Ike up B or something like that. They'll be able to hit you even if you fully space it, that is. But fully spacing it, like versus Game & Watch, who has like a frame 3 up B out of shield, they're not going to be able to actually punish you for that, as an example. But typically you want to use, just as like a just as a recap, in a sense, like you generally want to use down tilt to space people and to cover like range and also landings. And then up close, if you want something that's quick and not as committal on shield, you want to use jab 1 and then mix that up into any of these other options, whether it's full jab, Ftilt, jab 1 up tilt, jab 1 down tilt, jab 1 dash attack, or you know, anything like that. You know, you kind of just want to mess with that generally. Ftilt is good too, just to rack damage and to you can keep opponents in check. But again, it offers more range versus jab, but it's a lot more laggier. So you have to kind of pick and choose what you think is going to be better in each situation in that sense. And then UpTill is going to be your kill move, and it's going to be what you use to anti-air catch landings too. It also has a tendency to trade with other aerials as well. So it's pretty good at catching landings in general. And then dash attack, like I said, you generally want to use dash attack just to cover landings, get that quick burst option out, gain stage control, and then if you can get cross-ups with the dash attack, you'll be good to go, because that's really hard to punish for a lot of people. And then for ledge trapping goes, you have the up smash. We already talked about that. You have down smash to cover roll and neutral get up. You have down tilt to cover ledge hangs. If the invincibility wears out, then you know you can use down tilt to punish that too, and even down smash. Though down smash does not hit every character, just keep that in mind, because of everyone has a different ledge hang. So like as an example, it won't work on Ike. So, but it'll work on like Mario. So just keep that in mind too. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the grounded moves, guys. The next video, we will be exploring the aerials and then the special attacks, and then we'll go deeper into throws as well. So this will be pretty much a 4-part video. So if you guys like the content, like and subscribe. Again, my name is Swiss. Thank you all so much for watching the video, and check out the description down below to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or anything like that if you'd like to support me. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Never duplicate you, never multiply two. Everyone copy and paste, mask all up in on their face. Disney fantasy MPH, they are cool with their complacent. You feel it in you, then you brush it off you. Insignificant, but you got something we want, and your whole life is a taunt, cause you will not just comply. Waking up for your day.